welcome to Platinum Pilates online videos. Today we're going to do a workout that primarily involves a stretchy band. Any stretchy band will do. So if you have a lighter tension or a medium tension, even a heavier tension, it's probably best with more of a medium one, but any stretchy band will do. I have cut mine to be a little bit longer than the standard length, so you may find yours to be a little bit shorter if you have a packaged one from the store. One little disclaimer here, I want to say that if you are new to working out and you need to consult your physician, that is something that should be done if you are brand new to working out. Also, if you haven't visited and watched the entire intro video, please stop the video right now, go back and watch the intro video, because I'm going to go right into all of the workout without going into all the detail about why we're doing the warm-up. Now you take your band and we're going to wrap it around your rib cage here. And have you cross it over and grip it with an underhanded grip. I want you to pull it just snug against the ribs. We're going to start with a nice deep breath in through the nose to breathe. And exhale. And do that again. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Take a deep breath into the band. And exhale it out. Good. All right. We're going to keep that style of breathing going throughout the entire workout today. Take the band higher up on your back. Hold your arms stretched out forward, just a light grip. We're going to glide your shoulder blades forward. So I'm going to have you reach your shoulders forward. That's your protraction. And then come back to neutral. Inhale, protract. Exhale, neutral. And we're just warming up the shoulders. Watch that the shoulders are not going up by the ears. You want to have your shoulders go forward and neutral. You're going to retract. I'm just going to turn and have you see what that looks like. So with that, you're going to have the band across your back, draw your shoulders down and together and return neutral. Retract, neutral. Do a couple more. Draw the shoulder blades down and together. And one more, retract and neutral. At this point, go ahead and take your band, stand up, place it down on the mat, step on your band, sit bones apart with your feet, and parallel. Grab a little lower, and then stand up tall. You're gonna zip your navel up through your low belly, and then draw your shoulders up to your ears, and then bring your shoulders down. Allow the band to pull your arms down. Inhale and exhale. A couple more. And exhale one more time. Raise the shoulders up and then bring the shoulders back down. Good. So take the band and come down to the mat. We're going to lay on your back. We're going into a hip roll. So have your feet sit bones apart and the heels close to your bottom. Take the band. Go ahead and place it across your hips. Hold on between your thumb and your palm and have your elbows down on the mat. Start with a neutral spine. Take a breath in. Then exhale, roll into an imprint. Lift your hips up into the band. Take a breath in. Then exhale to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae through your imprint back to neutral spine. And do that again. Exhale, imprint. Breathe in, then exhale and roll vertebrae by vertebrae through each part of your spine. Couple more. Exhale and make sure your feet are level with the ground so you're not rolling out on the outside of your feet. Take a breath in and roll down, opening up the tight spaces in your back. Take a breath in. Exhale. Last time. Lift those hips up. Good. Stay up in this bridge. I'm going to have you do hip dips. So you're going to take your right hip, lower it down, pick it back up. Left hip and pick it back up. Lower, raise, lower, raise. And then watch you're not pushing up higher on your neck. Also watch that when you lift back up, you go back to that level you had in the beginning. You don't get, you don't drop, drop, drop. So it's lower, raise, lower, raise. One more set into the band. And then lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, we're gonna stay here. I'm gonna have you do a leg circle. We're gonna do 2 different kinds of leg circles. The first one we're gonna do is neutral spine and tabletop legs. So take one leg to tabletop, take your band, thread it through behind your upper thigh, and then cross it over. And you're going to hold on to it like that. Have those elbows down, feel your shoulders are open, and we're gonna let the leg kind of just relax a bit into the band. You're gonna circle out, down, in, and return. Out, down, in, and return. Do a few more. Out, down, in, return. Last time. And return. Reverse direction. Go in, down, out, and return. You want to watch that you're not rotating your leg. It's in the band, it's going in, down, to the outside, and return. So watch when it goes to the outside, it's not doing a funky change of the hip. All right, change it out. So we'll have the left leg, cross it over, holding on with your elbows down, let it hang in the band, circle out, down, in, and return. We're gonna do a few more. Inhale for half, exhale for half. You're also gonna watch that other leg. Watch it doesn't get too wobbly. You wanna try and keep it firm. One more. And then reverse it. Go in, down, out, and return. Work from the hip. So this is not about the knee and not about the foot either. One more. Now, I'm going to show you another leg circle. If this other leg circle doesn't work for you, go back to the original one we just did. You're going to take the band and put your foot in the band. So when you do that, make sure that your toe is not showing over the band. It's in the toe cozy area. We're going to go ahead and hold on with one arm, anchor your elbow, point through your toe. This leg can either be bent or straight. That's up to you. Bent gives you more stability. Straight is more challenging. Point your toe and you're going to circle out, down, across, return. This is a much bigger range of motion than what you were just doing. Much more challenging to stabilize the pelvis. Inhale for half, exhale for half. One more. And return. Reverse that. Across, down, out, and return. Watch this other hip is not rocking and rolling around. You want to try and stabilize that hip as much as possible. Couple more. Last time. Good. And then we will change legs. Even it out. You don't want to be asymmetrical. Go ahead and point through the toe. Again, you have the choice of a bent knee for more stability, anchor that elbow, or a straight leg for more challenge. And circle out, down, across, return. Inhale for half, exhale for half. Two more. One more. Reverse. In, down, out, return. And do your best to keep that right hip in place. Last two. One more. Good. Okay, from here we're going to go ahead and go into the 100. I'm going to have you draw your imprint and you're going to float one leg to tabletop. I'm going to show you 2 different 100s. So you're going to do one leg to tabletop, other leg to tabletop, and one option is having the band over your shins, keeping your legs in tabletop, and holding on, pulling down. You can keep your head down if you have neck issues. If you do not, then you're going to lengthen the back of the neck, lift it up, and you're going to pump here. That would be the full 100 with your legs in tabletop. Or you can take the band over your feet like we did just a moment ago for the leg circles. Make sure your toes are in the band and keep your hands holding on. Head nod, exhale, flex up, lengthen your legs out, and pump. 4, 7, 8, 9, one more, and bring it in. So either way you do the 100, you're going to get an abdominal challenge, one leg down and then the other. We're going to hang out here for another couple of exercises. I'll have you draw your imprint once again, float one leg to tabletop, other leg to tabletop. If you've ever done a reformer workout, this is really similar. You're going to have the toes in the band once again in the center, have your legs glued together, and bring your elbows down by your sides. All right, from here we're going to go into bend and stretch, just like you have your feet in straps on a reformer. Take a breath in, and then you're going to exhale and press into the strap. Inhale, bend. So really feel the abs connect. Inhale, bend. The lower you go, the harder it is to keep that imprint. As long as you are maintaining that imprint, go for it. As soon as you feel like your back might be coming away from the mat, that's when you want to aim a little higher. Keep drawing the thighs together. So while you're going to get a little bit of a leg workout, this is primarily about your center. Do a couple more. And last one. Okay, I'm going to have you go ahead and turn out from this. One's a little more complicated. You're going to take your toes apart. Heels together, toes apart, band in the middle, and like a frog. Then from there, you're going to do the same bend and press, but keep the turn out. Again, keep your imprint, draw the ribs in, and return. When you use that breath and really shrink the ribs in, like we did from the very beginning, that's where you're going to get a lot more deep core. One more. Turn those legs and feet back to parallel and straight up towards the ceiling. Point your toes and just drop your shoulders. Lower and lift. You're going to exhale, keep your imprint, and lower your legs. Inhale, return. Challenging again, that low belly and pelvic floor. Feels really good when you keep the connection. Inhale, return. The support of the band is also really nice. Inhale, and one more. And return. All right, we'll take your feet out. And we're going to go into some roll-ups. I'm going to have you grab a thigh, roll it on up. We're going to start seated tall for this next little series and take your band over your toes. And when you're seated tall, I want you to think about sitting right up on top of those sits bones, pull your navel into your spine, and watch that you're not sagging back. You have to keep your abs drawn in and sit right up. If you're struggling with that, you may want to put a cushion underneath your sits bones. We're going to cross the band over. I'll have you grab a little higher up on the band, and we're going to go into a rowing action. This is going to be great for your shoulders, great for your back. So you're going to take a breath in, exhale, and you're going to draw this back and return. Just watch your shoulders stay back and down. And watch that the wrists are really neutral, so you don't want your wrists to go bent. When you're working here, you want to work from your shoulders and your upper mid-back. Good, you're going to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do a few more. Every exhale, you're pulling your navel deep into your spine when you pull. And last two. One more. Good. All right, we're going to uncross the band, and I recommend a pretty loose connection with the hands. This is for your rhomboids. This is very much like an airplane. You're going to have your arms out long, and you're going to zip your navel up and sit up tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, draw this back, and return. If you have a heavier band, I'd recommend a much lighter one. Just two more. It's working right between the shoulder blades. And then return. All right, to grab a little lower, we're gonna work on your center. I'm gonna have you rounding back. When you go to round back, I want you to really feel like you're getting the scoop here and through your low back. So when you go to round back, it's not just a hunch. It is a scoop in your low belly. So start with a knuckles touching, arms out in a circle. Take a breath in. You're gonna exhale, squeeze your glutes, scoop in towards your spine and pull your hands towards your belly. Take a breath in. Then you're gonna round forward. Stack the spine up. Watch your shoulders. So when you go to round back and get deep in your core, watch your shoulders aren't up by your ears. Stay here, breathe in, and then exhale. The abs draw in, and that's what moves you forward. Shoulders are down. Stack one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna do this one more time. And then stack it up tall. All right, from here, we're gonna go into a little oblique action. You're gonna be rounding back and rotating. If you have any major disc issues, you should not be doing this exercise, so just skip it. You're gonna have your knuckles touching. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze your sits bones, scoop, round back. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Inhale, center. And then you're gonna round forward, pull the abs in, round over the thighs, and then stack one vertebrae at a time. Then you're gonna go again. Exhale, breathe in, and go the opposite way than when you started. You're rotating the rib cage, the sits bones are planted. Inhale, stack the spine. Just a couple more. Exhale, round back. Soft shoulders. Take a breath in. To the right. Inhale. Don't worry about how far you rotate. You're not going to feel like you're going super far just because of the nature of the exercise. One more time. Soft shoulders again. Breathe in. And then pull the navel to your spine to round you forward. Exhale. And then stack the spine one vertebrae at a time. Good. All right. We're going to go ahead and change positions. We're going into our stomach position to work on swan dive and extension. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're going to go into swan dive. Take your band around your back. You're going to want it a little higher up on your back. And you want a medium tension with your hands, so not too loose, but definitely not too tight, and have it in the crook of your thumb. Then you're gonna go ahead and support yourself before you lay down. Have your head right in line with your spine. Have your legs just wider than your shoulders and turned out from the hips. Anchor your pubic bone into the mat. You're gonna start with an inhale and the shoulders drawing down your back. Squeeze your glutes, then exhale. You're gonna lift your torso, lengthen your spine, keeping your hands on the mat with the band. Quick breath in. Then exhale, lower back down. And inhale, shoulders down, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, lift the torso up and lengthen your spine. Quick breath in and exhale. Return. Shoulders draw down, navel draws in. Quick breath in. Exhale, return. Last couple. You just want to feel the band in your back, something to go towards. So it's not about your neck. Feel the abs lift up and exhale, return. When that is done, set your band aside a moment, press back and sit back into a shell stretch. Just round your spine a moment, resting. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and take the band once again. We're gonna work on some more abdominal work. Take it across your back. And we're going into a tabletop position. So have the band in your hands under your shoulders. Then go ahead and we'll have your knees together, toes tucked, and your back flat like a table. Gently pull your navel into your spine. And we're gonna go ahead and float this. So you're gonna take a breath in, then exhale, float your knees. Breathe in, exhale, return. So it's exhale, float, breathe in, exhale, return. Breathe in, exhale, return. A couple more. Breathe in, exhale, return. One more time. And return. Okay, we're gonna work on some shoulder stability exercises. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and return with a little bit of a lighter tension to a tabletop position. Knees are gonna go just hip distance and hands are underneath your shoulders. Just beware that your knees are not together. That's the biggest thing with this one, and that you don't have your body back here. You're actually over your wrists. Head up in line with your spine and shoulders away from the ears, navel in. Take your arm forward, circle around, and draw that back under you. And then other side, you're gonna take that arm forward, circle around, bring it back under. So it's inhale, exhale. Watch the shifting. You don't want to completely shift just because you've lifted an arm, and return. It's inhale forward, around, and under. We're working right around your lat and your rib cage, as well as oblique. One more each side. And last one. Good. All right, we're going to change it to a side position. We're going into some hip work. So we're going to go to sideline. All right, so we're going to go into some sideline work. I want you to take your band to your top foot, and again, create that toe cozy. You're going to hold on to the band with one hand. Use your top hand. Carefully lay on your side. Rest your head on your arm. Have your bottom leg just a little bit bent. Since you don't have anything in front of you, it's better if you have your bottom leg just a little bit bent so you don't roll over. Have your bottom rib engaged, and then you're going to go into a bend and stretch here on your side. Anchor your elbow and forearm into your hip. You're going to bend and then press into the band. And keeping that bottom rib engaged helps you stay aligned and work a little deeper in your core while you work your hip. Watch your knee doesn't dip down to the floor. So we don't want this going on. Stay level with your own hip. A few more. Last two. Keeping your bottom rib engaged. One more. Now, straighten out that leg, point your toe. Anchor this forearm. You're going to raise your leg up and reach it long. So raise and lower. If this is feeling easy, go ahead and straighten out your bottom leg and balance here. If you feel like you're not stable, then go ahead and bend your bottom leg. One more. Okay, we're going to take that off, and before we get into the other hip, I'm going to have you go into your side bend here. So I'm going to have your end of your band, and I'm going to have your foot on there. Have your feet on the band towards the end, and that's going to keep it firmly in place. And you're going to hold on with your top hand. Have this hand lined up with your front foot, and get this shoulder drawn in. You don't want to hang out in the shoulder. You want to pull that shoulder in, lift the rib. This is loose. It should be loose. We're going to go into a side bend. And if you have any major shoulder issues, do not do this exercise. I'll have you inhale. You're going to take that up and over and squeeze those legs together. Exhale to return. Good. And we're going to inhale, take that up. Exhale to return. And inhale overhead. Exhale to return. Just try and squeeze those thighs together one more time. Feel the bottom rib lift and return. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side now. So switching sides, you're going to take the band over your top foot and lay on your hip, bottom leg bent, And you're gonna anchor your elbow and forearm into your hip, laying on your bottom arm. Bottom rib engaged. You're gonna bend and stretch the top leg. Keep your band in place and still so you feel tension in that hip with the working leg. And you're gonna keep that bottom rib floating to get a good core connection. 3 more. Last 2. 1 more. Point your toe, raise and lower. So this is going to work your hip. Keep the bottom rib lifted. Try to relax the shoulders and the neck. A couple more. Last time. Okay, we're going into those side bends. Last thing for now, I'm going to have you go ahead and put the band, one end of it, on your mat. Then you're going to have your feet on the band to keep it in place. Your heel is in front of your ankle. Have a loose grip with your hand. This hand is here. You're going to keep it, the shoulder drawn in, the rib lifted. You're going to exhale, prepare for a side bend. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, return. So the band is going to go along the side of your body. Couple more. So the thighs come together. You're really supporting your body with your bottom lat. So you should feel this connection here. If your shoulder is hurting, I want you to stop. Okay, we're gonna set your bands aside and finish with just a couple of cat stretches. So go on to hands and knees. Knees are hip distance apart and under the hips, and your hands are shoulder distance apart. From there, have your back flat like a table. Just watch that your abs are gently drawn in. Take a breath in, then scoop deep into your spine, round up to the ceiling, and lower your head all the way down. Take a breath in. Uncurl from the base of your spine through to a flat back to the top of your head. Take a breath in. One more, scoop. Round. Breathe in. Uncurl just to a flat back though, don't tip to the floor. And then from there, bring your chest forward between your shoulders, and we will stop there for today. Go ahead and check out Platinum Pilates on Facebook, and then also follow me on Instagram, Platinum Pilates 26, and share this video with your friends. Thank you. Have a great day.